That was probably so bad. Oh my god. Episode 6, man. I know y'all saw that transition, boy. Ooh, don't play. Y'all lucky I wasn't trying for real. Dude, that shit's probably gonna be so ass, dude. Anyways, woke up, walking spike. Market's kind of going up on the hourly. We slept too high, as we could very well just stay in the range. Could rip up, could rip down, could do nothing. Then during FOMC, rip up. That's why, unless like the setup is super duper obvious, I won't be trading today. Just because I feel like there's no need to put myself in the FOMC. Like, you know, I feel like it's one of those days where, like, if you lose, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, it was FOMC. Probably shouldn't trade. And especially because, oh shit, there's dogs. Spike, come on. Bro, Spike is annoying, by the way. If he sees another dog, is rah, 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 rah. But, you know what I mean? Like, every time I've traded FOMC, or the day of, I think I don't trade or I lose. So, which, that's only, I don't know. I am getting better as I go, but I just feel like it'd be better off if I didn't, maybe. I'm still gonna look today, but, bro, honestly, even by, like, 10, if, like, there's not, like, a sign of anything happening, probably get off. But, Spike. I don't know what he was looking at, dude. Stay locked in. Y'all have to put your face in ice every single morning. This is what I do every morning.
You will not do that to stay locked in.
I've never done this before in the morning, actually. I'm scared, bro. It hurts. All right, 30 seconds to the dome. Bro, I did 30 seconds yesterday. I thought I was going to black out. All right, what is the timer? All right. No, the shock, like, genuinely makes you can't hold your breath that good. All right, 2, 1. Oh, I did it. This is the worst trade of all time. Should not be in this at all. Terrible trade. Oh, I can't. We're sneaking up on an Aussie backwood dick mom. Drinking a little bit of water. She don't even know what him and him. Gibby. Hello. Yo, so today's trade was no bueno, bruh. I'm gonna go over it later in my notes. I'm about to go to the gym. Went to breakfast with my grandma again. But, yeah, kinda fucked up today. We definitely could have done better. So, just a little brief overview. I faded my first one, which would have been entering off of a SMT to the high, which only reason is SMTs have been holding so good lately, and I've been noticing that, but I'm too scared to just enter off of a SMT. Like, I want to wait for confirmation. By the time I got confirmation on this one, it was too late. But and then on top of that, ES was more bearish because of the SMT and where it was at, but was moving better, lower time frame, which was kind of weird. But then we chopped. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm just gonna get off. Also, it was not FOMC, it was FOMC meeting minutes or whatever it's called. I listened to my girlfriend. I shouldn't have, she don't know what she's talking about. Anyways, then we do come down, we sweep the low. I'm like, all right, bro, we're gonna go lower or something. I only want to see higher. Nope. We tap the 1 hour gap and explode up 300 points, right? First candle, I'm like, this is too obvious. Second candle, I'm like, too obvious, bro. I'm not taking this shit. Third one, got FOMO, took that shit. And, you know, I'm used to like 100 point, 50 point stop loss. But lately, now that NASDAQ's worth 30,000, it's like the moves have been like 300 points. Like 300 points is like a nothing move. Like, it's like we could range, like, go up 200, come down 300, go up 200, and then still move 500 later in the day. Like, it's nothing. But so definitely need to adapt to that. Get off of NQ, go on MNQ, especially when I get my actual account and pass this shit. But so yeah, we ended up entering off of the highs, and I entered with one contract, and I'm like, dude, why is my stop loss 4K? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, holy shit, this is 200 points. So I got scared. Like, it's protected. It shouldn't hit, but I'm like, dude, do I really want to risk my whole account? Like, I'm not like that. I'm not trying to do that right now. I should have, though. It would have played out, but I ended up trailing up, and it literally stopped me out barely, and then went up. So I'm like, all right, you know what? It's an eval. I'm going to re-enter. I'm not ending this day like this. So I wait for a 1 minute inverse enter. Straight chop, bro. Just chop, chop, chop. We finally get a little push up to my break-even point. My break-even point, I was up 1,900. I'm like, you know what? Let me just close it. Because if it comes back down, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be pressed. I'm going to be like, dude, I could have been up 300 on the day. We ended up 300 on the day, but, dude, 5 minutes after closing, we got another huge candle that just ripped straight to my take profit. Could have ended up 3,500, but it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Just a bad day, and I'm kind of glad I didn't fully win that. I don't want to, even though I wouldn't, like, do this again, although I didn't think I'd do it in the first place, it's like, I don't want to reinforce those habits at all. So, I don't know. Just silly, stupid mistakes today for sure. We gotta go to the gym, hopefully get in a good lift, you know what I'm saying? I look so fucking fat, bro. Like, I hate this shit, dude. I hate this shit. Like, dude, I look like I got saggy tits. I look fat as fuck. My arms aren't big. But getting sad and upset over shit like this won't do anything. It won't do you any good. It's so easy to get emotional and be like, and not fuck this, but it's like, dude, you gotta be corny. You gotta be like, I just gotta keep pushing and keep trying. Like, you gotta be corny. Like, you really do. You just gotta make the best out of it. Learn everything you can. And you know that clip of the Speed and the other guy or whatever, they're on like a sports show and they're talking about some dude, whatever. But yeah, just shitty day. But we can only move on and learn from it. I didn't end on a loss, but today I'm counting as a loss just because what I did today is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. Won't be doing it again. You know, you say that, but it's like you don't plan on doing this shit. You gotta stay calm, cool, collected, man. My number one rule. Oh, bye guys. My number one rule is to get early entries, especially when we're ranging and chopping like that. And I didn't. I top blasted and got fucked. So yeah. Dude, do we have abs? I low-key ate a pancake. Bro, barely. Look at me, bro. Ugh. Oh my god. Fucking up the ratatouille, bro. I mean, I'm up in the ratatouille tonight. Going 1.5. Got it.
We have
okay.
1, 2,
Do the face off.
3, 4 car washes within 2 miles.
Dude, that
That's
is
in case
awesome.
you get love bugs every time you drive back out on the street. You
Yeah,
can
I just
buy
know we
them.
paradise that out today.
Okay.
Everywhere.
May and June.
Is that all you do now?
Yeah.
So by the end of the month, they'll disappear. August, September.
Alright. Tell them how healthy you are.
That's okay.
I'm having
That's okay.
chicken,
That's a nice potato
chicken,
chip.
chicken simmers, chicken noodle soup,
I was in here and I threw a potato at you.
I think mac and cheese,
Karen, your sister's spit.
Mac and cheese?
That's how healthy he is.
rice,
Hey, show your
You got
abs.
bugs and I
Show your
spit on
abs.
them.
mix.
I said, you beavers, you're a bird.
Yeah.
He's got one big one. One big one.
I don't know how
Touch
good
everyone.
these salt potato chips and biscotti.
Ryan, say something to Janie.
I love you.
we are gonna go over our notes for today. If you want to pause and screenshot, I doubt any of you do, but focus. There you go. So for how I can improve, this is the only one I'm gonna read. It's the only necessary one. Alright, let me get a good angle. Move that. Here, let me prop this up right here. Alright, here we go, good. There's a lot to go over today. So first off, I faded my first setup, which was a SMT off the hourly gap. From there, we got a small candle, but then we got a strong candle with a good close. And even though I don't think that that's like enough to enter off of a retrace, normally this week I've noticed that they've been holding very strong when they have narrative. So I think tomorrow, if we do have a reason to do something like that, I think it would be valid reasoning to take something like that. So yeah, that way I could get a very, very early entry, avoid a break even. Next trade, the one I actually took, the first one, was a loss. I didn't fade this, although I was trying to. Once we swept the highs, we flipped down to the hourly gap where we previously created the SMT. The second we touch the hourly gap on NASDAQ, we instantly start to flip up with insane volume. And after the first big candle, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait for a retrace to enter. Then we got another and another. And by the third one, I did have FOMO. Was going towards all the LRL on the hourly time frame that I've been wanting to see get crushed all week. And I figured this was my chance. So I wanted to wait for a retrace, but we kept going up. Got emotional and entered, which was my first mistake. Acting on emotion led me to top blast. I knew I was cooked, especially when I didn't realize it was a 200-point up move. I forgot we were now at $30,000. So these moves that are normal, that like we're used to being like a 60-point move, are way bigger. I need to adjust my risk because I entered with one contract on NASDAQ and it was $3,900 of risk, way too much. So I moved my stop loss up from a protected point from there. Obviously, when it retraced, I got stopped out. It wasn't a protected point anywhere. Looking back, I could have limited ordered the 5-minute gap. That would have been a very good entry, playing off of a retrace, which follows my rules for range conditions, which is early entries anyways. From there, also moving my stop loss was emotional. Anyways, from there, I entered off a 1-minute inverse fair value gap, which wasn't inversed cleanly, but I don't mind that as much. It's just something to add on top of the bad habits we're already doing. Where were we? I don't mind too much. Anyways, I should not be trading again after a loss, but I knew we wanted higher. So I entered anyways, sat through terrible chop, and when I hit my break even, I trailed my stop loss to there, just in case we did like decide to rip up. But I did get trailed out, and then about 10-15 minutes later, we got a huge candle straight to TP. I was kind of hoping for that to happen once I trailed, but it happened a little later. But again, it's not a good win to win, so it does help that I didn't fully win, just because I don't want to reinforce these bad habits. My mental, after getting FOMO and entering in off strong 1-minute candles and waiting for a retrace, was kind of cooked, especially after I had to move my stop loss because I accidentally risked too much. Then I got stopped out from there. On my second trade, I was feeling like I had to make that loss back, as I knew it would go up. But I think longer term, I would have been better off not entering the second trade, because if that lost, it just would have been terrible. And then reason for taking, I'm too tired to even read anymore. There you go. I'm gonna end the video there. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me hide that. I don't want it to show any account information, but this is, there we go. Boom, break even, loss, win, win. What was Monday actually? Let's go through real quick. What was Monday? Let's see. Oh, right. It was when I entered, I didn't go break even because I figured we retraced, but higher time frame. Even though we had a good setup and everything, there just was no draw lower, no reason to go lower. So yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna get this uploaded. I will see y'all.